Good morning, students. Today, we will start a new chapter called as Food and Health. We know we need food for energy and all the other things. Good food for energy and all the other things. For growth of body, to repair the tissues. Okay. Let's, before going to the lesson, we will recite a poem on delicious food. We all enjoy delicious food. Food makes us happy, fixes our mood. It's all about juicy taste. It's all about juicy taste. Doesn't matter where the food is placed, we should consider nutritional support. We shall need it if we engage in a sport. Energy food provides plenty, need a bit more. If we are over 20, a great dish we should all savor. Eat slowly as we taste the flavor. Choose your very favorite cuisine. Is it red or is it green? Food has been given a significant place in our life because it is our primary requirement. Like I told student, we need tasty food also as well as healthy food also. Food gives us everything. It fixes our mood, gives energy, helps us to do different kind of work, etc. Helps us to do almost every kind of work. Food has been given a significant place in your life because it is our primary requirement. It is our basic need because it is a source of mental and physical energy. The food we eat not only affects our body but also efficiency of mind, but directly affects our nature and habitat. The knowledge of balanced diet is therefore indispensable to good health. Food food has been given a very significant place in our lives because it is our primary requirement. It is our basic need because it is the source of mental and physical. It is the food that we eat not only affects our body and the efficiency of our mind but directly affects our nature and habits. The knowledge of balanced diet is indispensable to good health. The energy requirements, we require energy for physical work as well as mentally work also. For everything is derived from food we eat. The brain requires 20 volts of power for its day to day functioning, which is assimilated from glucose and oxygen. Like we need some power for brain to work, for muscles to work. These all are given by food itself. These all are given by food itself, student. All are given by food itself. We get energy from glucose and oxygen. We get energy from glucose and oxygen. Excessive intake of food requires more energy for digestion. Excessive intake of food requires more energy for digestion. Energy is limited. The surplus consumption of energy by the digestive system means less energy for all our mental activities. The excessive temptation towards the food is accompanied by our dwindling intellectual activities. Would any sensible man like it? Energy requirements for all our physical and mental activities are derived from the food we eat. The brain requires 20 volts of power for its functioning. We get that power from glucose and energy. Glucose is broken down to give energy, that is respiration. We should not take excess food also. Excessive intake of food requires more energy for digestion. Energy is limited. The surplus consumption of energy by the nervous system means less energy for all mental activities. Like I told, some of them have this habit of overeating. Energy is limited. The surplus consumption of energy by the nervous system means less energy for all our mental activities. The excessive temptation towards food is accompanied by a dwindling intellectual activities. Dwindling intellectual activity. Would any sensible man like it? No, we should not eat more food. Once again will come children, we all like we told first we started with delicious food. Delicious food makes us happy and fixes our mood. It's all about juicy day. It doesn't matter where the food is placed. We consider it also gives us nutritional support. We need it when you want to go in a sport. Energy food provides plenty. Need a bit more. If we are over 20, a great dish we should all savor. Eat slowly as we taste the flour. Choose the very favorite cuisine. Is it red? Is it red or it is green? What are the use of food? Food is our primary requirement. First of all, the most important thing is water. Water can also be considered as kind of food. It is our basic need because without the food we will die. We cannot survive. Like I told, we will be working throughout between mental and physical energy. Physical energy is our basic need because it is source of mental and physical energy. The food that we eat only affects our body and the efficiency of mind but directly affects our nature and habits. The knowledge of balanced diet is therefore indispensable to good. Like we have learnt about balanced diet, children. Okay, balanced diet. Once again, I'll tell. Balanced diet is something which has all the nutrients in proper quantity. It has all the nutrients in proper quantities. All the nutrients in proper quantities. Good health is linked to balanced diet. Good health is equal to balanced diet. Good health is equal to balanced diet. Next, moving further, we will find out what is a balanced diet. A balanced diet is one which is essential for children of all ages. Everybody should eat a balanced diet. Parents should must ensure that children eat meals consisting of all food groups to ensure healthy children. Therefore, some balanced diet charts for children are listed above. What is a balanced diet? The balanced diet is something which contains all the nutrients in proper quantities plus water, mineral and roughage also. A balanced diet consists of carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins and minerals and also meet daily caloric needs of the body. A balanced diet consists of carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals and also meets the daily caloric needs of the body. This means 50% of the calorie needs should be derived from carbohydrates, 20% from protein and 30% from fats. This means then 50% of our calorie needs 50% of our calorie needs will be derived from carbohydrate, 20% from protein and 30% from fat. This is how proteins, fats and carbohydrates play an important role. Proteins, fats and carbohydrates play an important role in our diet. Children should be daily provided with a diet consisting above all mentioned vitamins also and minerals also. This chart if you are seeing now indicates what percentage of each food group you should be providing to the children. We will go for balanced nutrition and try and find out what are the balanced nutrition includes. Number one, it includes carbohydrates. Children require the right amount of carbs for energy. Therefore, daily intake of carbohydrates can be obtained from carbohydrates. Like I told students, are energy releasers. They provide energy. Therefore, daily intake of carbohydrates can be derived from whole grain foods such as pasta, bread, and cereals. Children require the right amount of carbs for energy. Therefore, the daily intake of carbohydrates can be derived from whole grain foods like pasta, bread, and so daily morning we will take carbohydrates because carbohydrates are the energy released in our body. It's compulsory that we take in our 3 times food what we eat, maybe more also. We should compulsory take carbohydrate because carbohydrate is the main source of energy giver for us. Main source of energy giver for us. Next is protein. Proteins, like I told, will present in meat, eggs, fish and dairy products are high in protein and therefore ideal and necessary for child's diet. Meats, egg, fish and dairy products are high in protein and therefore ideal and are necessary for our child's diet. What is the use of protein? Like we discussed that important for carbohydrates for important for energy. Protein is more essential for muscle building, repair, growth, and building antibodies. Protein is essential for muscle building, repair, growth, and building antibodies. Meat, eggs, fish, and dairy products are high in protein and therefore ideal and necessary for your child's diet. Protein is essential for muscle building, repair, and growth and building antibodies. Meat, eggs, fish, and dairy products are high in protein and therefore ideal and necessary for our child's diet. Like I told, proteins are bodybuilders. They build our muscle, they repair and growth, and antibodies. Building antibodies also. Next, calcium is essential for strong bones. Dairy products like cheese, yogurt, vegetables like greens, cauliflower, spinach, broccoli are rich in calcium. If a child does not consume enough coffee, it can lead to osteoporosis later in his life. Calcium is the next one, which is essential for strong bones and teeth. Dairy products like cheese, yogurt, vegetables like collard greens, cauliflowers, spinach, broccoli, and celery are rich in calcium. If a child does not consume enough calcium, it can lead to osteoporosis later in his life. That's why calcium is very important. We get that from green vegetables, cauliflower, spinach, broccoli. Calcium is very essential for strong bones and teeth. Next is vitamins. A child needs vitamins for the body to function properly. They help to boost the immune system, support growth and development, and help cells and organs to function properly. Vitamin A is essential for vision and deficiency can cause blindness. Vitamin C is a definite immune system booster, helps the brain to function and prevents problems that occur within the free radicals. Vitamin D is essential for calcium absorption. Essential for calcium absorption. Vitamins boost our immune system. They support growth, development, and help cells and organs to function properly. Vitamin A is essential for vision. A deficiency can lead to blindness. Vitamin C, a definite immune system booster, helps brain to function and prevents problems that occur with free radicals. Vitamin D is essential for calcium absorption. Other than these covered as proteins, calcium, and vitamins, our child requires proper amounts of iron, omega fatty acids, and amino acids to ensure good health. Ensure good health. Omega fatty acids, omega amino acids, iron are also essential. Many children have poor eating habits which can lead to long-term health complications such as obesity, heart disease, type 1 diabetes. If you eat poorly or if you maintain an imbalanced diet, you can suffer from obesity, heart disease, type 1 diabetes and osteoporosis. Ensuring that the child learns the importance of eating a balanced diet means ensuring he or she is free of diseases. Muscles become weak and flabby if they are not used for a long time. Regular exercise helps to develop and tone up our muscles. Exercise can help to make muscles stronger. Did you ever do a push up or swing across the monkey bars at the playground? Those are the exercises that can build strength. By using your muscles to do powerful things, you can make them stronger. For older teens and adults, it can make it bigger also. Normally, if you won't do exercises, your muscles will become flabby and weak. They're not used for a long time. Regular exercise helps us to develop and tone up our muscles. Exercise will also make your muscles stronger. You should ever do you ever do a push up or a push up or a swing across the monkey bars at the playground? Those exercises can build strength. By using your muscles to do powerful things, you can make them stronger. For older teen and adults, this kind of workout can make muscles bigger too. There are some of activities: push-ups, pull-ups, tug of war, rowing, running, inline skating. Push-ups, pull-ups, tug of war, rowing, running, inline skating. Muscles can become weak and flabby if they are not used for a long time. Regular exercise helps to develop and tone up your muscles. Exercise can help to make your muscles stronger. Did you ever do a push up or a swing or monkey bars? Some exercises are push ups like this girl is doing. Some exercises have push ups